Hey guys, this is Cr8zyKuban0. Today we're going to be looking at an underrated fighting game for the Neo-Geo CD, and that's Voltage Fighter Gowcaizer here on Retro Japan. Alright guys, so this is Voltage Fighter Gowcaizer for the Neo-Geo CD, also made for the AES and MVS in 1995, also ported to the PlayStation 2 years later in 1997 by Technos Japan Corp., which was a Japanese video game company best known for making the Double Dragon series and the also popular Kunio no Kun series. They also made a fighting game for the Neo Geo also called Double Dragon, which was released a few months earlier than this game. In my opinion, this is an overlooked and underappreciated fighting game for the Neo Geo. Not one of the best games, but it's a pretty good game overall, so let's talk about it. For one, the character design, in my opinion, are very cool, with many of the rosters having a superhero-based look to them. The artwork of the character extremely similar to the artwork used on the characters from the Fatal Fury anime series, which was done by artist Masami Obari, which I think worked out very well for this game. Gameplay-wise, it controls surprisingly pretty well for the most part. Moving and performing simple attacks are tight and responsive, despite the fact that sometimes I do find it a little bit difficult to perform some of the special moves for certain characters. Sometimes it takes me 2 to 3 times just to put the special input command just to get the characters to do their special moves. But the visuals are usually surprisingly very good, with the characters having big and colorful sprites, as well as the backgrounds for each character looking very colorful, lots of background animation, and each character's background stage fitting very well to the certain character. I do like the fact that this game has zoom in, zoom out feature that was made famous from the Art of Fighting series to give it more of a dramatic feel to it. And since this is the Neo Geo CD version that we're talking about, this game has plenty of vocalized songs, with most characters' OST having vocals in the background track. There's two very awesome features about this game that makes it really cool. For one, when you go through the arcade mode, you're actually able to choose the next opponent that you're going to fight, which is very cool and very interesting. For me, I always choose to fight Marion, since his AI is pretty difficult and can be pretty cheap at times, since the character has a good variety of short and long range attacks that he will spam at you, and he will do so for the majority of the fight. So always fight him first just to get him out of the way. Another cool feature is that when you do defeat a character, you have the opportunity to take one of their special moves and add it to your special moves inventory. But keep in mind, you can only take one different move at a time. Once you lose a match to continue, that's when you have access to choose one of the special moves from all the enemies you've defeated prior to losing the match. Overall, I think this is a pretty underrated fighter on the Neo Geo, since not a lot of people talk about it, which is kind of a shame. Even though it's far from being one of the best fighters on the Neo Geo, it's still a pretty solid fighter that looks and plays well, with some cool features that makes a unique and enjoyable title to check out. But I gotta say, there is a character in this game called Sheng Long. So my question is, could this be the man that Ryu is referring to in his winning speech from Street Fighter 2? So there you have it, guys. That was my review of Voltage Fighter Gowcaizer on the Neo Geo CD. Have you played this game before? Is it one of your favorites? Or what are some of your other favorite fighting games on the Neo Geo CD or any Neo Geo system in general? Please let us know in the comment section below. So if you like what you saw from this review, be sure to like and hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook, Retro Japan, and also check us out on Patreon if you want to support this show. And if you also want to check out my channel where I do a whole bunch of game pickups, reviews, unboxings, and much more, be sure to hit me up on youtube.com/user/Cr8zyKuban0. Thanks again for watching this video, and thank you to Retro Japan for allowing me to make this review for you guys. I'm Cr8zyKuban0, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace! When I always play this game, I always choose to fight Marion, the green robot guy. My ass. All in all, I think this is a very... Hold on. Let me do that again. Supporting us on Patreon. And if you like my video... Oh,